Apparently, the Chicago Bears will interview Commanders offensive coordinator Kliff Kingsbury for their head coaching position. So let's talk about this, people. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports all back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears and here to talk about the Bears' potential interest in Kliff Kingsbury and whether or not this is the right move. So again, this is coming from Jeremy Fowler of ESPN, who is saying that, you know, when the season is up, the Bears are expected to go ahead and interview Kliff Kingsbury for their head coaching position. And according to Jeremy, that Kliff is going to be very selective in his process, right, and his options. So he's not going to just jump at any opportunity here. Couple of things, all right? Number one, I don't mind Kliff Kingsbury. I really don't. And he has really impressed me this season being the OC for the Commanders and how their offense has looked. Now, Jaden Daniels is a baller. We know that. And that certainly plays a part in it. But Kliff is a good offensive mind, and he has done some good things. That's the first thing. The second thing, Kliff Kingsbury, to me, I said I don't mind him, but to me, he is the Matt Eberflus of coordinators, of the offensive side, I should say, which is he is a guy that is a great coordinator, but just not a great head coach. Some guys in the NFL are just not meant to be coaches, head coaches. Some guys are just meant to be great coordinators. Kliff, when he doesn't have to worry about the entire team and he can just worry about the offense, I feel like he really excels at that. And if you told me I could have Kliff Kingsbury as my offensive coordinator, sign me up for that. But similar to Matt Eberflus wasn't cut out to be a head coach. He was a great coordinator, a great defensive coordinator, and I feel like that's where he excels at his position, right? As a defensive coordinator. But all the intricacies that come with being a head coach, right? Clock management, managing player personalities, the locker room, culture, all that stuff, not great at it. So that's really the second thing here, which is I just feel like he's a great OC, but I just don't think he's going to be a good head coach. We've seen, obviously, his stint with the Cardinals. That started off great, but ended poorly. So I have my reservations there. That's the second thing. And finally, number three, as far as, you know, the Chicago Bears and whether or not they should be interested, I don't mind the interest, like I mentioned, because Kliff is still on the offensive side, and I'm all for offensive head coaches, and he has experience with Caleb Williams, so you'd love to see that. But at the end of the day, you interviewed the same guy for your OC job, and you didn't think he was good enough, and you went and hired Shane Waldron. So you're telling me the same guy you interviewed for the OC job and didn't give him that, you're going to give him your head coaching job? I get it, you can learn from your mistakes, but that to me, tall ask if you ask me, right? Like, I don't know if I see that happening. And so to me, ultimately, I don't mind them interviewing Kliff Kingsbury. Go ahead and see how it goes. I don't see it happening. I don't think the Bears will hire him. And, you know, I don't think he would be as good of a head coach as he is a coordinator. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Certainly could be wrong. Kliff could prove me wrong on that. But, man, I think he's just a great coordinator, just not cut out to be a head coach. And I have a couple other guys ahead of Kliff Kingsbury. But I don't mind him. At least he's on the offensive side of the football. But that's where I'm at with this, people. Don't mind the interview. See how that goes. But I don't think this is going to happen. I'd be surprised. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts on Kliff Kingsbury as the Chicago Bears' next potential head coach, as always.